talked about the relationship between economics and sociology, right? And today we are going to talk about the interrelationship between political science and sociology, right? And before the understanding of the interrelationship, we need a proper definition of sociology. We need a proper definition of uh, political science, right? And the origin of sociology is concerned, we knew what are the historical conditioning which led to the emergence of sociology. In this class, we are also going to understand the shift of the focus of political science, the origin of political science, right? And yesterday also we talked about there is a deep interrelationship between sociology and political science, right? And so far as our everyday life is concerned, right, we are very much connected, at least with the concepts of these social sciences, right? For instance, the issues of governance, right? We watch television every day, right? We discuss about politics, right? Suppose right now farmer agitation is going on, right? We talk about farmer agitation, right? We talk about civil society, we talk about social class, voting behavior, power relationship among groups, democracy, voluntary association. We talk about government policies, right? So, political science and its concepts affect our everyday life, state of affairs. If you must have joined the political science classes. So, when we try to understand the approach of particular social science, we need a proper definition, right? Suppose when we define political science, how do we define? We define political science is a scientific study of state, scientific study of government and politics, right? And in order to explain the governance, we need concepts. We need the understanding of concepts of decision making, public participation, policy making. What are the impacts of policy making? What are the impacts of consequences of a particular policies? Right. So the concept of power, right, is the very central concept of political science, right? And politics is everywhere, right? Yesterday I talked about one incident, right? The Sas Bahu conflict. Sas or Bahu ka conflict is for nothing but practice of politics in everyday life. Sas wants to rule family. Bahu also wants to rule family, right? So they want to control the decision making power of family. In that sense, they are doing politics. Politics is everywhere, right? political science deeply concerned with the issue of politics. In other words, that is a central task of political science, to identify the issues related to the politics, processes related to politics. And politics is the beautiful thing, because politics is all about the art of governance, right? So it is a very contested concept, right? Suppose when we say, like the way we say sociology is not science, but the method of sociology is scientific. Many thinkers claim that politics is not science, because politics is all about art, how to rule the democracy, how to rule the society, right? So many thinkers claim that sociology is not, sorry, political science is not science. Political science is art, right? And so political science is an art, though engaged with the issue of political affairs, engaged with the issue of conflict, engaged with the issue of decision making at different level, right? And it essentially deleting the concern related to power and distribution of resources, right? In yesterday's class, we identified the very important aspect of economics, that is to how human satisfies his or her wants. Political science also focuses one of the important, everybody does politics, because everybody concerned about their betterment of the social position, that is to say the access to power. सास भी बहू भी घर से लेके और समाज तक ये चलता है. So politics is a science or an art. We often have debates in scientific state of sociology as a discipline. If you see the word politics derived from a word polis, which literally means the city-state. And you know about the emergence of political science, the Greek society, the ancient Greek civilization. Greek society, as you know, was divided into independent city-states, each of which has their own system of governance. In this context, politics and political science is often referred to the affairs of policies that concern the matter related to the state and its affairs, right? In academics terms, we define political science. It's an academic discipline largely concerned with the issue of public political life, how political order is maintained, sustained, and attained. So, and in order to identify the interrelationship between sociology and political science, largely nowadays, when we talk about modern life, our political life deeply concerned with social institutions, right? And there, the question of interrelationship begins, right? Political science is also known as a science of possibility, the art of possibility. It will gives it will give you solution related to how to meet the differences, how to meet the diversity, how to meet the conflict order in society, right? So it is a science which is more oriented towards the solution making in society, right? This is the beauty of political science. Lastly, the political science is often associated with power and existence of influence, right? Since politics at the heart of the collective social behavior, right? Whether we talk about informal social behavior or formal social behavior, whether we talk about public social life or private social life, right? Politics has to be the heart of collective behavior, right? At different level of social interaction, right? And why politics has emerged? Politics has emerged because we have limited resources, we have limited authority, and everybody wants to be the supreme of the authority. So there is a, you know, beginning of, say, power sharing, right? And in that process, politics begins. So power can be seen as way or means through the struggle for such resources take place. In other words, we can say political science is primarily an intellectual discipline body of knowledge about structure and function of politics, power, governance, and the state, right? So political science is very useful for sociologists also, right? Because it gives a practical training to learner about the politics, and politics is done under society's values, society, right? So there is a deep connection between politics, political science, and sociology, right? And historical roots, if you can see, uh, many important concepts were emerged with the advent of French Revolution, right? Suppose capitalism, industrialism, authoritarianism, political identity, nationalism, class conflict. These are the important historical incidents, right? Again, we can see the modernization of political science has happened due to the advent of Industrial Revolution, French Revolution, and Enlightenment movement. And contemporary time, the relevance of political science has emerged, after the genocide of millions of the people, murders of millions of the people caused by World War I or World War II, right? Emergence of the international political रिलेशनशिप, राइट, जिसको हम इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस बोलते हैं, which is one of the very important and significant field of political science. दुनिया कैसे ऑर्डर हो पॉलिटिकली हम लोग देखते हैं, एक कंट्री दूसरे कंट्री के साथ हमेशा एक बैलेंस्ड वे में रहना चाहता है, बिकॉज नोबडी वांट टू बी द विक्टिम ऑफ वॉर, nobody wants to be the victim of genocide, conflict. So in that way, the relevance of political science has begun, particularly, after the incident of World War II. Right? We have United Nations, many institutions which give the function of political order. Right? We have ASEAN, many forms, many institutions, South Asian nations, SAARC, so and so forth. And after 1990s, we can see the significance of political science, like how we can fight against injustices in society, how we can fight against communalism, right? What is the significance of secularism? How can we live with diversity? How can we live with differences? These are the important questions. And the solution comes from the theories of political science. These days we are struggling with the issues of citizenship, struggling with the issues of such as immigrant policies, ecology, development, indigenous public conflict, lesbian sexual movement, bisexual transgender movement. And these are important questions of modern time. We talk about cosmopolitan citizenship and various social movement. So how the solution, come when we theorize these problems under the discipline of political science, right? And this is a very important thing to understand, that political science in this context has taken a turn and has covered more of sociologically relevant issues. What are the sociological relevant issues? Issues related to ethnicity, issues related to identity, issues related to religion, issues related to communalism, conflict, right? And the debate, when we see the very contemporary debate, जिसको ग्लोबलाइजेशन के नाम से जानते हैं, या सेक्युलरिज्म या कम्युनलिज्म या आइडेंटिटी पॉलिटिक्स या मीडिया मैन्युफैक्चर कंसेंट, ये जितनी भी चीजें हैं, अगर हम इस चीज को समझते हैं, वी नीड ए वेरी काइंड ऑफ interdisciplinary approach, and here the marriage between political science and sociology comes. That we need a very until unless we have both disciplines theories, we cannot understand this phenomena, right? And there was a thinker called Lipset, Lipset, and he said that sociology and political science are closely related to each other in many respects. It is said that the disciplines of sociology and political science are closely interwoven in their analysis of power, in their analysis of authority structure, administration, and governance. Right? Because governance is also a matter of society affairs. Although fundamentally it's a matter of state affairs, but it has consequences on society. Therefore, the similarity between sociology and political science are many. Political science relies heavily on sociology nowadays. Its basic theories, methods, right? And sociology, if we talk about the fundamental sociologist, जैसे Max Weber, Gramsci, Wilfred Pareto, Parsons, they have contributed to the growth of both disciplines, either sociology or political science, right? Or if you try to understand the basic focus origin question of political science, then I can recall one thinker named Loswell, who said politics is all about who gets what, when and how. किसको क्या कब मिलेगा, कैसे मिलेगा, क्या मिलेगा. This is the origin question of political science. And this question, particularly this question, is significant. And it really inspired to take a work of interdisciplinary framework. Right? So, and ये क्वेश्चन हमेशा काफी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन रहा है अगर हम चेंजिंग वर्ल्ड के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में समझते हैं और आज के कंटेम्प्रेरी मॉडर्न सोसाइटी को समझते हैं तो हम देखते हैं कि ये जो भी सोशल प्रॉब्लम्स बेसिकली सोसाइटी में आ रहे हैं वो बिकॉज ऑफ द रैम्पिड चेंज इन सोसाइटी की वजह से आ रहे हैं. और यहाँ पे जो है बोथ पॉलिटिकल साइंस का थियरी एंड सोशियोलॉजी का थियरी सिग्निफिकेंट वर्क है, प्रोवाइड करा सकता है जिससे हम ह्यूमन लाइफ्स के जो पॉलिटिकल कॉन्सेप्शन और सोशियोलॉजिकल कॉन्सेप्शंस है उसको समझ के हम सॉल्यूशंस की बात कर सके. स्टेट और गवर्नेंस का जो बेसिक कंसर्न होता है वो सोसाइटी का फंक्शन होता है, सोसाइटी का डेवलपमेंट होता है, सोसाइटी कैसे अपने इसेंशियल ह्यूमन नीड्स को सोशल लाइफ में प्राप्त करे, लॉ ऑर्डर कैसे मेंटेन हो, सिक्योरिटी कैसे इंश्योर हो, डेवलपमेंट कैसे हो. ये सारे जो सवाल हैं, ये सारे सवाल सोशियोलॉजी और पॉलिटिकल साइंस के कलेक्टिव सवाल हैं. अगर इफ देयर इज अ कलेक्टिव क्वेश्चन द सॉल्यूशन कम्स विथ interdisciplinary approach, right? As I have just identified the issues where political science and sociology come at one stage. Caste politics हो या ethnicity हो या cultural background of diversity हो, डिफरेंसेस के वजह से जो सोसाइटी में प्रॉब्लम्स आते हैं उसकी सॉल्यूशंस की बात हो. अगर हम उस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में हम देखें तो सोशियोलॉजी एग्जामिन्स द वेरियस एस्पेक्ट ऑफ पॉलिटिकल बिहेवियर विथ स्पेशल फोकस ऑन देयर सोशल implication. Political science studies again the sociological questions, special focus on political implication, right? So social implication and political implication, there is interplay, right? So we need a kind of a study which is fundamentally interdisciplinary. Therefore, we need both disciplines in order to give the better solution for the social order, in order to give the better solution for the social life, right? And sociology and political science intersect at multiple points and provide a better analysis of social reality as well, right? So again, if you see the vocabulary of political science, it is translated into the vocabulary of sociological analysis. So there is another discipline or the field of study called political sociology, came into existence, right? This is the subfield, and those who have sociology, I will talk in later this field in detail about the significance of political sociology, which came into existence in 1960s, and political sociology examines and look into the social determinants, social context, and more importantly, the organic interconnection between politics and society, right? Uh, so I think this, at least briefly, we can talk about interrelationship with this concern, right? And we need to also identify the differences between political sociology and sociology in politics, but we will talk in because this is not the basic thing to understand as far as the BA student is concerned, right? So we will talk in later. Now let's come to the another point, which is one of the very interesting topic, like what is the interrelationship between, say, sociology and psychology, right? What is psychology, right? What are the historical conditioning of the emergence of psychology, right? And how sociological skills is differentiated from that of the psychological skills, right? So when we try to understand interrelationship, we are already done with the definition of sociology in previous two classes, and how sociology studies things, right? uh, Sociology was coined by Auguste Comte.
Sir, you are not audible.
uh, Now, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I was talking about the interrelationship between political science and sociology, and I have done. And now I am going to talk about interrelationship between psychology and sociology. If you see the word psychology, you know, uh, it has two words: psyche plus logy. Psyche is a Greek word which means soul, right? And logos is again Greek word which is known as a study of or investigation of, right? So sociology is the study of soul. Sociology is the study, sorry, psychology is the study of soul, right? And again, psychology is a discipline which came into existence in 1879, and William Wundt, uh, was the father of this discipline. And initially, psychology was defined as a science of consciousness. Consciousness मतलब जिसको हम चेतना बोलते हैं, राइट? आखिर आप जो बोल रहे हो वो किस चेतना में बोल रहे हो, राइट? सो इट्स ए कॉन्शियसनेस जो है वो इंडिविजुअल के लाइफ को कंडीशन करता है, उसके एक्शन को कंडीशन करता है, राइट? सो व्हेन वी से psychology is a science of consciousness, it means psychology is a systematic study of human social behavior and experience, right? So in literal sense we say psychology is the science of behavior, science of cognitive process, science of mental process, right? So again, sociology, I am recalling the word sociology. Psychology emphasis on the process of a process that occurs inside the individual, right? देखो, when we try to understand things sociologically, and when we try to understand things psychologically, one major distinction is that sociology concerned with the individual behavior which is conditioned by outside the individual, and psychology concerned the behavior that is caused by individual inside, right? तो इंडिविजुअल इनसाइड, क्या हमारा बिहेवियर जो है अंदर के इनसाइड से गवर्न होता है या आउटसाइड से गवर्न होता है? तो जो सोशियोलॉजी मानता है कि इंडिविजुअल का बिहेवियर आउटसाइड से गवर्न होता है। आउटसाइड का मतलब सोसाइटी के वजह से गवर्न होता है, कल्चर के वजह से गवर्न होता है, सोशलाइजेशन प्रोसेस के वजह से गवर्न होता है। साइकोलॉजी बोलता है नहीं, इंडिविजुअल का बिहेवियर इनसाइड से गवर्न होता है। क्या है वो फोर्स जो इंडिविजुअल के बिहेवियर को गवर्न करता है एज फार एज साइकोलॉजी इज कंसर्न? साइकोलॉजी फोकस ऑन mind construct our behavior, mind regulates our behavior, and in mind में क्या होता है, किन वजहों से माइंड गवर्न करता है आपके बिहेवियर को? परसेप्शन, cognition, right? Emotions, right? And consequence of these processes on social environment, right? So sociology and psychology together form the core of the social sciences, which deals with the human activity. And right from their inception as separate academic discipline, sociology and psychology have studied different aspects of social life. Most of the other species work on instinct, right? On physical environment for their survival. Human life is different because the survival of human depends upon learned social behavior, right? What is the major distinction between human behavior and animal behavior? एनिमल बिहेवियर जो होता है वो इंस्टिंक्ट के वजह से गवर्न होता है। हमारा जो बिहेवियर है, हम अपने बिहेवियर को लर्न करते हैं, सोशल एक्सपीरियंस के वजह से लर्न करते हैं, सोशलाइजेशन प्रोसेस के वजह से लर्न करते हैं, राइट? तो जो इंस्टिंक्ट जो होता है, जैसे अपने जानवरों का जो बिहेवियर होता है वो इंस्टिंक्ट से गवर्न होता है, राइट? जो इंस्टिंक्ट होता है, इट इन्वॉल्व्स ए जेनेटिकली प्रोग्राम्ड, राइट, डायरेक्टिव which inform the behavior in a particular way. जैसे चींटियों का जो बिहेवियर है, जो कुत्तों का बिहेवियर है, जो एनिमल का बिहेवियर है, वो जेनेटिकली प्रोग्राम्ड होता है, राइट। लेकिन ह्यूमन का बिहेवियर जो है वो सोशलाइज्ड होता है, वी लर्न, राइट, वी कैन थिंक ह्यूमन, राइट। लेकिन जो जानवरों का जो बिहेवियर है वो इंस्टिंक्टियस होता है, वो इंस्टिंक्ट के वजह से, वो जेनेटिकली प्रोग्राम्ड के वजह से होता है, राइट। सो ये एक मेजर डिस्टिंक्शन है, राइट। इसीलिए जो भी साइकोलॉजी में जितने भी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंकर हैं, वो उनके देखोगे वो क्या करते हैं कि एनिमल्स पे रिसर्च करते हैं। जैसे अगर आप लर्निंग बिहेवियर देखोगे तो कुत्तों पे रिसर्च करके बना है, चूहों पे रिसर्च किया जाता है, मतलब और वो मानते हैं कि जो इंडिविजुअल का भी जो लाइफ है एक तरह का उनका उसका भी जो बिहेवियर है वो जेनेटिकली प्रोग्राम्ड बिहेवियर है। ये एक थोड़ा सा कॉन्सेंसस है अमंग द साइकोलॉजिस्ट, राइट। इसीलिए आप देखोगे कि जो भी फंडामेंटल फाउंडेशनल सोशियोलॉजिस्ट हुए हैं, ऑगस्ट कॉम्ट हुए, इमाइल डर्कीम हो गए, उन्होंने रिजेक्ट किया इस नोशन को, राइट। जैसे इमाइल डर्कीम ने तो सबसे पहला जो बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट वर्क किया है सुसाइड पर, राइट। इंडिविजुअल क्यों सुसाइड करता है, राइट। फिर उसने बताया कि आप जो साइकोलॉजिकली कंडीशनड नहीं होता है बिहेवियर सोशियोलॉजिकली कंडीशनड होता है, राइट। आपका साइकोलॉजिकल बिहेवियर जो है वो भी सोशियोलॉजिकली कंडीशनड होता है। और उन्होंने बताया कि 4 कैटेगरी होता है, इस 4 कैटेगरी के वजह से इंडिविजुअल सुसाइड करता है, और उसमें सोशल इंटीग्रेशन प्लेज ए वेरी सिग्निफिकेंट रोल इन ऑर्डर टू गिव द कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ कमिटिंग सुसाइड। सोशल इंटीग्रेशन का जब मैं आपको सुसाइड पढ़ाऊंगा तो उसमें मैं जिक्र करूंगा इमाइल डर्कीम के कंट्रीब्यूशन की, तो मैं आपको जिक्र करूंगा, राइट। उन्होंने बताया कि जो रिलीजियस लोग होते हैं वो कम सुसाइड करते, जो रैशनल लोग होते हैं, इंडिविजुअलिस्टिक लोग होते हैं, वो ज्यादा सुसाइड करते हैं। औरतें कम सुसाइड करती हैं, मर्द ज्यादा सुसाइड करते हैं। प्रोटेस्टेंट जो है वो ज्यादा सुसाइड करता है, कैथोलिक कम सुसाइड करता है, राइट। तो हम इसकी चर्चा करेंगे। लेकिन जब हम सबसे पहले ये समझ लेते हैं कि व्हाट इज द मेन सब्जेक्ट मैटर ऑफ साइकोलॉजी, राइट। द मेन सब्जेक्ट मैटर ऑफ साइकोलॉजी इज टू स्टडी ह्यूमन माइंड टू एनालिसिस एटीट्यूड, टू एनालिसिस behavior, emotions, perception and values, which ultimately led to the formation of individual personality living in a social environment. So personality construction is one of the main tasks to understand as far as the subject matter of psychology is concerned. इंडिविजुअल का व्यक्तित्व कैसे बनता है, क्यों इंसान क्रिमिनल होता है। तो सोशियोलॉजी जो है इंडिविजुअल के आउटसाइड वाले फैक्टर को रिस्पॉन्सिबल मानेगा कि इस वजह से ये इंडिविजुअल क्राइम करता है, क्रिमिनल है। साइकोलॉजी इंडिविजुअल के इनसाइड वाले फैक्टर्स को मानेगा, कहेगा इन वजहों से जो है ये इंडिविजुअल क्राइम को कमिट कर रहा है, राइट। Because sociology deals with the study of social environment. Social environment individual के outside का environment होता है। Sociology deals with the social collectives, which includes family, communities, other social institutions, and psychology deals with the individual. Sociology deals with the society. This is the one major distinction, right? For instance, while studying the group dynamism, sociology and psychologists initially share a common intersect of various types ऑफ ग्रुप के क्या स्ट्रक्चर होते हैं, क्या डिग्री ऑफ कोऑपरेशन क्या है, कोहेशन क्या है, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट क्यों होता है, इंफॉर्मेशन फ्लो कैसा है, कम्युनिकेशन चैनल कैसा है, स्टेटस क्या है, डिफरेंसेस क्या है, हायरार्की है कि नहीं ग्रुप में, दीज आर द वेरी कॉमन क्वेश्चन, राइट। तो जब भी साइकोलॉजी किसी सोशल इश्यूज को स्टडी करता है जैसे ग्रुप को, तो वहां पे वो अपना अप्रोच चेंज करता है, राइट। लेकिन अगेन जो कंसर्न है वो इंडिविजुअल के इनसाइड और इंडिविजुअल के आउटसाइड का मेजर डिस्टिंक्शन है, राइट। नेक्स्ट क्लास में हम थोड़ा और भी हिस्टोरिकल डेवलपमेंट ऑफ साइकोलॉजी को पढ़ेंगे। एंड एक ऐसा डिसिप्लिन फील्ड है जैसे इकोनॉमिक्स और सोशियोलॉजी के इंटर रिलेशन के बाद इकोनॉमिक सोशियोलॉजी का जेंस हुआ। जैसे सोशियोलॉजी और पॉलिटिकल साइंस के इंटर रिलेशन के बाद पॉलिटिकल सोशियोलॉजी का इमर्ज हुआ, उसी तरह सोशियोलॉजी और साइकोलॉजी के इंटर रिलेशनशिप के बाद एक सोशल साइकोलॉजी एक डिसिप्लिन है, एक सब फील्ड है, उसकी हम चर्चा करेंगे। और फिर हम नेक्स्ट क्लास में लॉ की चर्चा करेंगे कि लॉ का सोशियोलॉजी के साथ क्या रिलेशन है, लीगल थिंकिंग और सोशियोलॉजिकल थिंकिंग में क्या डिफरेंस है, राइट। लीगल थिंकिंग का क्या नेचर होता है, सोशियोलॉजिकल थिंकिंग का क्या नेचर होता है, राइट। और इसके बाद जो है हम अपने जो नेक्स्ट